started thinking about the things that I knew my husband and I wanted all of our children to know. So I travel a fair amount for work, and I leave notes all over my house when I'm traveling. For a while I was trying out the note above the kitchen sink that says put your dishes in the dishwasher, and that nothing happened with that. When I get home, they'll be like, oh, just a pile. Like, they don't know that thing opens. And I've shown them all. Like, you see this handle, it's just like, oh, then the dishes go in there, and then you press a button, and it's amazing. And just never seemed to happen. But I had a tendency to write down a lot of things every time I was gone for my kids to know, like lunchbox notes, all those things that we do as parents tend to do. So one day I just decided I was just going to write it all down in a rhyme form over a 3-chord progression. And I sat there all day, and that's what I did. And at the time, my youngest was 10, my oldest was 25. And at, the 10-year-old, you're still in that world where you're just repeating everything over and over again. At 25, I was still in that world of repeating everything over and over again still. So I wrote it all down, and I, 3-chord progression, very simple form, this song. Everything rhymes with the word kind. It's kind of easy for parents to write down a bunch of shit they want their kids to know. And the hardest part of the song really was taking out things like put the toilet seat down and all the, I have 4 sons, did I tell you that part? Things like that, those are good things to know. There'll be a second version of the song one day that has the toilet and the dishwasher in it, but, and I finished the song and I looked at it and I thought, well, Tim McGraw might like the song because our kids are, our older kids are around the same age, and I've seen Tim and Faith around their children quite a bit, and I knew we sort of, fall into the same category in certain ways as parents. So I sang it into my iPhone and I emailed it off to Tim McGraw. And he didn't email me back or anything. And in Nashville, they called it the Nashville No. So you sent the song to the, what's it?
Or Nashville Nice.
Okay, Nashville Nice. You sent the song to the artist, and there's no response, so perhaps the artist hates your song, or something like that. Or it's personal, like Barry says, or it's very personal and they don't like you anymore. That's the other thing we seem to tend to think. So all those emotions go through. So all of us happen to see Tim somewhere a few months later, and we were all together at the time, and McGraw comes up, he says, yeah, I'm going to cut that song you sent me. And I said, oh, okay, I didn't know. Yeah, that's great. I would love that if you did. So the kids knew, my children know this song is for them. They don't really care when I sing it, but when Tim McGraw sings a song that you've written to your children, it seems to have a little bit more power. So they are excited about the song. They were happy with the ride that this song got to take us on. We had a year of chasing this song around, and it was a really blessed year for us. And I'm going to stop talking and just sing it out here. There's a light that glows by the front door. Don't forget the keys under the mat. A childhood stars shine, always stay humble and kind. We'll go to church 'cause your mommy says to, and visit grandpa every chance that you can. It won't be a waste of time, always stay humble and kind. We'll hold the door, say please, say thank you. Don't steal, don't cheat, don't lie. I know you got mountains to climb, but always stay humble and kind. Dreams that you're dreaming come to you. When the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. But don't expect a free ride from no one. Hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why. Bitterness keeps you from flying. Always stay humble and kind. know the difference between sleeping with someone and sleeping with someone you love. I love you ain't no pickup line, so always stay humble and kind. I need a root beer pipes. Shut off the AC and roll the windows down, and let the summer sun shine. Always stay humble and kind, and don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, turn right back around and help the next one in line. Always stay humble.